The Trump administration is playing hardball with developing nations, threatening to derail a pivotal vote on holding shipping companies accountable for their carbon footprint. This vote could be a turning point for the shipping industry's slow journey towards sustainability. But the U.S. government's tactics might sink it before it even begins. The background. The International Maritime Organization, IMO, is on the cusp of implementing groundbreaking rules. These rules would charge shipping companies for their greenhouse gas emissions, raising a staggering $10 billion annually to fund the transition to cleaner fuels and aid developing countries. This move is crucial, as shipping currently accounts for 3% of global emissions, projected to soar to 10% by mid-century. The controversy, however, the Trump administration is vehemently opposed to this plan. In April, U.S. officials publicly objected to the carbon pricing mechanism and dramatically walked out of the IMO talks. Now, they're taking it a step further by intimidating vulnerable countries with threats of tariffs, visa restrictions, and other retaliatory actions. The impact. This strong-arm tactic seems to be working, with some countries expressing concerns. In the April vote, 63 countries supported the measure, 16 opposed, and 24 abstained. Interestingly, some Pacific Island states abstained because they believe the penalties weren't harsh enough. The counterattack. The U.S. isn't alone in its opposition. Several oil-rich nations like Saudi Arabia and the UAE are also working against the measure. Saudi Arabia in particular is using a carrot-and-stick approach, offering incentives and future deals to developing countries to sway their votes. The vote. The upcoming vote is a delicate balance. It could take just a handful of countries to switch sides, or a significant number of absentees to vote against it to block the motion. Countries like the Philippines, Turkey, Argentina, and Australia are reportedly reconsidering their positions. The IMO's stance. Arsenio Dominguez, IMO's Secretary General, remains optimistic, believing the April consensus will hold. He emphasizes the years of negotiations and analysis behind the agreement. However, he acknowledges the concerns and the possibility of a vote if the consensus is unclear. The Pacific perspective. Tuvalu, a Pacific island nation, abstained in April, feeling the levy was too lenient. Their minister, Simon Kofe, proposed amendments to strengthen the compromise, including a fund for the measure's revenues. He passionately stated that the survival of Pacific Island nations is at stake, urging a just and equitable transition. The U.S. response. The U.S. government is unapologetic, vowing to protect American interests. They are considering tariffs, visa restrictions, and port levies, and may even convince allies to follow suit. But is this a fair approach? Should economic interests trump environmental concerns? And here's where it gets controversial. Are the U.S.'s actions justified? Or is this a case of a superpower bullying smaller nations? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's spark a discussion on this critical global issue.